everyone, this is the Psychic Sleuth, and today I'm back with another Linda reading. I actually did it tonight. I was going to wait to post it, but I decided I wanted to go ahead and get the information out there. So a couple things, I'm going to be putting some links down there if you guys want to donate to my channel for my cause, whatever. Putting it out there for you to do so. You don't have to, but I do spend a lot of hours and time and energy working on cases, and it's just to help me out a little bit. But again, you don't have to, only if you can and if you want to. Also, you know, there's t-shirts and other things I'll put below. You guys can go ahead and read that. Also, the way to get in touch with me if this area makes sense to you. So I did this tonight, 8/29/2020. Things can be past, present, or future, have multiple meanings, or can be symbolic. They will bring forward what they feel is important to help find them or describe the best way they can using what gifts I have. I do also get interconnects, although I try to stay focused. Not all may fit Linda. I get what I get, and that is what I share with you. It's completely up to Spirit on what they want to show me. It is not up to me to solve anything or find anyone. I am just here to give the puzzle pieces, or as some know, golden nuggets, in order to help find the area. Things may be past or on the way or in the area. I also have 2 drawings with this reading that will be posted in the group, as well as I'll put on the video. Hopefully I remember this time. So she shows me her batting her eyes for this guy, like maybe she saw him around before and flirted a bit at that age, you know how things are. And I think maybe she questioned why she was in her life and her faith at moments. It doesn't mean that she didn't care about her faith, because in the first reading she talked that she believed in her faith and everything, but you know how sometimes kids get where they're kind of back and forth and confused. And so I get kind of that, like she was into her faith, but she also kind of had this wild side. And you got to take both of the readings and kind of put things together. Sometimes they mention stuff in one reading, another time in another, and then you just kind of got to put everything together. So she makes me feel like she's maybe a little intrigued by the fact that he was a bad boy, and I get promises, made promises, maybe to get her in the car, maybe to get talking to her. And also, I'm not thinking this is the first time they saw one another or met. But I also feel this day it just went bad. Sorry about that. This day just went bad. She got herself into a situation she could not get out of, and it was too late once she was in it. Again, if you have not seen the first reading, please see the first reading before continuing with this. So again, with the tall grass, I feel like it's very important. Like she's either really close to tall grass or in it, but I believe in it. Or very close to it, or it's just to describe the area. I don't know if there's tall grass with yellow flowers, but I kept seeing yellow flowers on the top of tall grass. Also seeing a wagon wheel. It just shows me a big wagon wheel for some reason, and a reddish wood building, but not bright red, maybe worn a bit, and brownish red. Maybe it was brighter at one point in time, and the paint sort of chipped off. It's an older building. I kept hearing something like Argati or Agati or something like that. Also, she showed me, excuse my son, I apologize, the games. Anyways, also she shows me a snake striking. This may be symbolic for the area, a name, or hint. I also get a reference to railroad tracks, so I don't know if an old railroad car or it's like a mine cart, but it kind of is small wooden and it goes down a railroad track, so you can hear it like how it would sound. So there's a reference to rocks as well again, and I always see them piled up. Again, hilly area. I do think the clothes were discarded after and placed to throw off track. I also get 2, so I don't know if this means it kind of came in like a second residence, like it goes between they're on a map. Like if I were to look at a map where her clothes were, where she went missing, and then the second residence puts me right in the middle, shows me corn husk, and also shows me a double face, so almost like a drawing. I asked again where she was, and I heard in the green. And then she shows me a sign with the sun coming up over the mountains, and I'm not sure why I hear the word license. I don't know if there's something with his license or he dropped it. I don't know. She's showing me tomatoes. Now, I don't even know if they grow in this area or what it is about them. She's just showing them to me. She also shows me a diamond too, so it seems like she likes symbolism. I also said, where are you? And she said gated. So I don't know if this area has gated or it's gated close by. I was kind of seeing like a fence and a gate around this older building that she was showing me. She also said the word horseback, so I don't know if people take horsebacks in that area or if they would need to find her. Because as I'm talking to you, I'm seeing them like, I don't know if he took her there and they went for a hike or walked a little ways. I don't see him carrying her, but she's showing me hiking. So I don't know if there's hiking in the area. Actually, they kind of walked back to where this area was. So I don't know if, like I said, if people ride horseback or what that means. So there's a mention of sheepskin as well, and also the number 37. I also hear in the mountains, but I'm not sure exactly what she means by that, because I'm always shown like hilly, and I always want to go up a dirt road. So it seems that the area may be off the road, like a dirt road, but it's like a place that not really people go, like it's off the main road onto a dirt road, and it's kind of in like, you know, the middle of nowhere. So start a fence. Let's see, I'd lost my spot, but she seems she may be off the road and have some sort of fence or a gate around it from what I'm seeing. I hear the area no one would expect, but they've been all around her. I get a reference to candlelight vigil and singing, like kind of singing. So I feel like maybe they have been. So I don't know if that's happened, if it's just a worldly thing or just her community. I feel like maybe they have been close to her, but not in the correct area. I want to go, like I said, in the middle from what I was describing. Still a reference to dirt road, quiet area, a place no one really goes, but he knows. Maybe he went there to drink or hang out in that area. I kept getting a reference to like a beaten down wooden building. And the one thing I do see is his hands around my throat, and I can't breathe, so there's a reference to that. And I get like sweet talker, smooth talker, things got out of hand. She was showing my mind, me and my mind, like J, like just the letter J, like repeated, like if I'm typing out J, J, J over and over. I'm not really sure why, because we already know that's his initial. I've gotten it in the past, but I don't really know why. The hickory dickory dock rhyme. I've gotten in a few different readings, and it was coming in, and I was trying to ignore it, but it wouldn't let me. So I asked if they speak other languages, because I was hearing another language, and also if she had a tiny accent. I get part of her wanted to be like a regular girl or a regular teen. She had like this wanting to be a wild side. But then when she got there, it was like, oh no, what have I done kind of thing. But, you know, she was still into her faith or whatever. But that's kind of what drew her in. And I think maybe he offered her a kind of fantasy. And you know how girls are at that age. We all were like that at that age. Just curious, you know. So I keep getting reference to alcohol, so I don't know if maybe they went there to drink, or he drank, or he was under the influence, or whatever. But that's what happened. And again, the color red. Now 2 readings that's come in, the color red, so it's got to be important. She's showing me like bright sunflowers, so this may have, I don't know if that's a reference to her or whatever, but this area may have been somewhere where operations were done at one time, like either a business or a plant or something like that. But it's not anymore. It's shut down now. And could be like a hangout, I guess. Maybe he just goes there or whatever. He's not supposed to be there, but he does. And I get that it was some, like I said, some sort of operation of some kind long ago, if that makes sense. Maybe an old plant area type or something. So I don't know. I just keep getting an old beat down building and a fence or gate. It's got tall grass. It's not far from a dirt road that's like hilly. Like I want to go up. And maybe even down, kind of like this, and also in the reference to number 7. And there's trees around, but it's kind of in the clearing, but there's trees. And I know I saw rocks earlier. And then you got to put it together with what I got the last reading, and it'll kind of give you a fuller picture. There's also a reference, like, you know, the well, the water. I can't remember what else I got, so you got to go back and kind of look into that. Also, there's a reference to those large electric towers where electric lines go. I apologize. And and they seem to be maybe run along the dirt road. She's not super strong, but she's trying her best to give me, you know, the best visions that she can. So nothing is changing, just being added to, so kind of got to put it all together. And I did a couple pictures this time. Because I was like, well, I think I can draw it. You gotta look back at the other one. So then there's this. So sorry about my bird. Gosh, nothing's ever quiet, is it? So there's the main road. You go up the dirt road. I get a reference to, like I said, there's corn somewhere or a field, and then there's, because corn has kept coming up, or corn, but then also, like, when I drew this, I didn't really see anything on this side. But on this side, there's like the electric lines, and then there's trees and tall grass, and then like back away from the road, you get like a reddish brown building with a gate or fence around it. So that's what I saw is that, and then I'm not really sure what this means, but she kept showing me this sign, so I don't really know what that means. I don't really know if it's symbolic or if there's actually a sign like that or what. So that's what I got for this reading, and just, you know, just from looking at it in my mind, it's, you know, it's got all of that. You go up a dirt road, there's going to be an area that's, like I said, like has, where an, I don't know, some kind of old operation was there. I don't really know what kind of operation it is, but the dirt road, definitely a dirt road. I keep getting a dirt road, but it's like up, it's not straight. Because I always want to go up, unless it's just the area is like kind of higher than normal. I also, whenever I see the rocks, I see the pile of rocks. The building, like I said, is like a brownish red, but red kept coming in, but it's like old, broken down. She was showing me like it being gated. Now whether it, you know, that gate, the fence or the gate is open, you can just hop it or go in or whatever. And the stuff from the other reading, you know, if you go back to the pictures, I drew a picture of a well, so there's some kind of meaning with a well, whether it be in this area or not. I mean, the railroad tracks, they could be talking about before, or it could be that there is some in the area. And yeah, that goes back to, this is what I kind of got the first reading. And that creek, I still feel like the reference to water, there's still reference to water. So, and like I said, I want to kind of go in the middle from where she was and maybe where he lives, if that makes sense. So, I don't know, I hope I'm explaining this right. It's hard for me because I'm not from the area, and hard for me to find it on a map because it doesn't look like what I'm seeing in my head, so I have to kind of go by what you guys are getting. I do know that I am kind of drawn to intercourse. It's really weird to say that, but I've always kind of been drawn to that word on the map. So, I don't know. If this makes sense to you guys, I'll put my link for my email in there. You can hit me up on Facebook, or you can join the group and hit me up in there. And let me know if you think you know where I'm talking about. Alright, thank you. See you next time.